I watched a video, 7 things that highly conscious people know. Those things being listed as the power of vulnerability, the significance of resistance, the reality of patterns, the illusions of control, the search for satisfaction, the potential in everyone, the fertility of distractions. It was a beautiful, beautiful video. It even had me inspired. I then wrote, distractions is like drugs, mindless numbing to release pressure from the brain. I believe judgments have traumatized people into a paralysis of their imagination. So when I look at this list, I've looked at it and I've thought of many different perspectives, but the one that stood strongest to me was a voice that I could be in saying yes to mental health inclusion in the MAID program. First and foremost, let me be vulnerable. Yes, I've obviously thought about it. The second listing of these 7 items, the significance of resistance. They also stated unpredictability sparks resistance. I didn't resist. I was collapsing. I had something very unpredictable happen in my life. I was collapsing. So yes, I felt I needed to have peace, I guess. I couldn't see an up in any which way, shape, or form. I don't know what other people feel, but I went through a lot of stuff. So anyhow, the government, I believe, was, I say the government, there I go again, the minister. I guess I just assumed that there were others involved in making the decision to put it forward. But the health minister is who I would be appreciating at this moment for the vulnerability of putting forward the inclusion of mental health to the MAID program. And in this case, the significance of resistance, I would say it was almost expected that there would be a resistance against it, considering the way that people would be looking at this, because it's most likely you're hearing from people who haven't lived it firsthand. They don't know a lot of things, and they don't seem to understand the fourth item, which is the illusions of control. This is not within their control. This was within the individual's control. If they're already gone, I'm sorry for your loss. But the 5th item, the search for satisfaction, I would ask, whose satisfaction were you looking for? Because with the MAID program, I'm pretty certain it's a different picture. It's the reality of the patterns is it should not have been surprising that we would need something like this. I think if you realize the patterns of what the MAID program offers, first and foremost, it's a chance for the individual to truly make the decision that they want to let go. There was already a woman who spoke on the drug that is used for taking your life, and essentially it's like a drowning. So it's not pleasant, but they're making the decision to do so, right? So that's got to say something, right? And if they're doing so, they've got opportunity to talk to the family, or the family at least has a chance to accept it, right? And then it can just happen. Could be a chance to help an individual who maybe was never willing to do it really in the first place, but maybe they just at a hard time decided to just let go. I don't know. I don't know. There's all kinds of things that could play a part. So if, yes, there's patterns. There's patterns everywhere. Patterns of what the direction we can take, of how we can grow, of how we can do things different, the pattern of how we've already reacted. But regardless, this can be thought of in so many different ways. Anyway, as I said, the illusion of control, the search for satisfaction, the potential in everyone. Yes, there is possible potential in every individual that they may not be the right one for the program. There can be a deciding factor in who is accepted and not. That is the only area that I think maybe some work could be done. But otherwise, yes, I think it needs to go through. And the futility of distractions, futility being pointlessness or uselessness. So, to you on the outside who did not want to deal with the other individual's day-to-day stuff, futility of distractions. But like I said, distractions is like drugs, mindless numbing to release pressure from the brain. So yes, I say yes.